Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if you're new. What I'm going to be doing today is swatching out all of my colored pencils because I plan on doing some colored pencil portraits in the future, and I thought it would just be nice to have all my colors laid out on a sheet of paper just for a quick, easy reference, so let's get into it. Now, I know that normally colored pencils aren't quite like markers or paints. Usually, whatever color is on the pencil is going to be the same on the paper. Usually, I'm not going to say 100% of the time. You know, like a lot of times you get a marker or a paint and the color it makes on the paper is a lot different than what is in the pen or on the marker. Just having a reference sheet with all of my colors in rainbow order, because that is the loveliest, will be just as nice in my opinion as having my watercolor color chart, link in the cards in the description, just so I don't have to go and flip through my pencil case. You could say that it's a cheat way, it's a lazy way to look at your colors instead of just having to look at what you have, but I would say it's the opposite of a cheat way because I'm going out of my way and taking extra time to make a chart that is not 100% necessary, but I absolutely want it, so that's what I'm gonna do. So this last part of the list that I'm about to write is going to be the skin tone set, and oddly enough these pencils did not come with color names, so I actually just took little pieces of paper and numbered them. Like this darker pink here I put 12, and it's just kind of laminated, you know, with tape over it just to keep it on there. That way I'm going to know what pencil I'm looking at as I'm looking at the color, even because there are a few browns in here, so just to be able to quickly look at it and identify the pencil that I'm wanting. That's why I'm writing down the numbers, and then there you go. I have a mixture of Prismacolor Premier pencils and Derwent Colorsoft pencils. These both are so great. They blend so well. This is my pencil sharpener that I use. It's an electric one or battery powered, whatever you want to call it. The brand is Master's Touch. I believe that is the Hobby Lobby brand, which is where I purchased it. I can't remember the exact price. I want to say maybe $8, but maybe a little less. It does require 2 AA batteries that go in the bottom. There was one that was $15 that took more batteries, but I wasn't really ready to commit to that yet because I didn't know even how well that would work. But literally all you do is push the pencil down in there and it pushes the whole sharpener, which it actually came with, let me see if I can, here we go. It actually came with an extra blade, which is this part right here. It just, like, you pop it out. I'm not gonna do it right now because I'm gonna use it here very shortly, and I'm gonna make sure that I don't mess it up or have to take too long trying to figure out how to put it back together, but so far it's worked really nicely. The first time I counted my pencils, there was about 54 of them, but the second time I counted, I realized I had miscounted the first time. So right here, I will go ahead and put a number of what pencils I have in these pencils. I highly recommend them. I have done little studies with these things, and they have just turned out so beautifully. They blend so beautifully, and I really enjoy using them, and I'm actually really excited because I have this new series idea that I plan on trying out when it comes to colored pencil portraits. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that stuff if you're interested in something like that. I know I already started a series with a Google Picks My Color Palette challenge, and I've really been enjoying that, but I think I want to stick to watercolors with that, simply because I have a much higher range of colors with my watercolor paints. I actually do have a third set of pencils, and it only came in a set of 12. They are called the Skin Tone Colored Pencils by, I'm not sure. I will try to find a link on Amazon. I'll post a picture of what I got, because before I had my Derwents, all I had was my Prismacolors, and I was really wanting to start to try to do some portraits, and they ended up coming with a few pinks, a kind of a purplish gray, which I thought was really interesting, darker browns, some lighter browns, and a lighter cream color. They are much harder than the Prismacolors and the Derwents. I'm not sure that they are actually soft core pencils. They might be oil based. The Derwents and the Prismacolors are wax based, which is I think why they blend so well. I know a big problem that a lot of people have with Prismacolors is that they break very often, and that used to be the case for me too. I still have just a small regular now apparently not in my pencil case, so that's wonderful. Just little regular pencil sharpener that's, you know, like a couple inches long, and you twist it by hand, you know, the good old-fashioned way. And my pencils would break all the time whenever I was trying to sharpen with that thing. But I actually learned the secret. You guys, there is a secret to sharpening pencils. Did you know? Is that what I should title this video? You've been sharpening your pencils wrong? I, along with, I hope everyone else, because I hope I was not the only person doing it wrong the entire time, would twist the pencil and hold the sharpener. Like, you hold the sharpener stable and then you twist the pencil. Then the lead would always break every single time. And if not every single time, then every other time. And what I heard, and I have absolutely no idea where I heard this. I do not remember at all. I feel like it was an offhand comment made in some art video that I was watching that really should have been highlighted more, because I feel like more people need to know this, or maybe I am just like so behind that everybody already knows this and I don't. You twist the sharpener. You don't twist the pencil, you twist the sharpener. I'm telling you, ever since I learned that, twisting the sharpener and not the pencil, I have gotten the sharpest points on my pencil that I have ever gotten in my pencil sharpening life. I'm not even joking. And they never break. I mean, obviously, if you push the pencil like straight down on the lead and just start pushing it down, like the lead is so soft, yeah, it's gonna crumble. But I can shade to my heart's content, and that lead has not broken a single time since I've learned to twist the sharpener and not the pencil. You hold the pencil still and twist the sharpener. It's amazing, mind blown, earth shattering. Stop everything, call the press. All right, well, back to this. Okay, here we are, finally finished. I'll go ahead and do a slow pan down so that you can see everything a little bit more closely. I've put straight dashes next to the colors that are the Derwent Colorsoft pencils. All the ones that don't have any marking, those are Prismacolors. And I had forgotten that I also had purchased some extra pencils that are actually Faber-Castell brand that I got at Hobby Lobby. Those I marked with an X next to the name of the pencil. And down at the bottom, obviously, those are the skin tone set. I think my wrist was getting a little sore by the time I got down to these ones, because I just ended up going this way instead of the nice pretty way I had been doing it. But it's okay. I think it looks nice. It's really good to have it to see what all colors I have just right in front of me. What's really interesting to me is that this red, which is the Derwent Colorsoft, it's a much more pinky red than I imagined. Like, it's like a pinky shade. And I only have 4 reds. But even this crimson red, I mean, yeah, once I press down a little bit harder, it is a little bit more red. And actually what surprised me when I purchased the Faber-Castell brand pencils is that they don't have color names. See, I have 3 here. So the darker pink one, I remember it was labeled medium flesh, and the lighter pink one here was named light flesh. I do plan on getting all of the flesh tones once I can afford it. And this one here, I don't remember what it was called. I labeled it on here as ochre, but I don't know if that's right. I even have a question mark by it on my practice sheet. But it might be like a burnt sienna. That might actually be what it was, now that I think about it, because I remembered I had a sienna brown and a burnt ochre, but I did not have a burnt sienna, which I think that's what this was supposed to be. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed my ramblings. This video is a little bit different than what I normally do. I normally just jump straight into an art piece, which is what I do plan on getting back to very soon. But this was kind of nice, you know, just sit back, make a chart. I loved making my watercolor mixing chart, but that was so high pressure for me because I had no idea what I was doing. And for this, you know, you can't really go wrong. Just swatching colors in the order you listed them. Not that difficult. But, of course, I'm sure there are better ways to make these things, so don't take my way as the only way. Leave a comment in the comments. comment about anything. I know there's not really much to say when it comes to a swatch sheet, but I don't know. What's your favorite brand of colored pencils? Do you use colored pencils? Actually, the first type of medium that I got interested in using was charcoal after seeing a video on Super Ray Dizzle's channel of her doing a charcoal pencil portrait. It was basically a tutorial, and so I was like, why not? I'll try it out, and I did, and I really liked the results. It's actually up on my art Instagram if you want to check it out there. But after the charcoal pencil drawing, I started practicing with that a bit more, and even though I loved it a lot, I realized that I would like to add some color in here, so that's when I started looking into colored pencils. Bought my first Prismacolor set, really loved it, and then didn't touch it for months. That's what happens with me in art. It seems like I get really inspired, watch all kinds of videos, and think, yes, I want to draw, I want to paint, and then I just don't do it. So that's one of the reasons I'm really glad for my decision to start this YouTube channel. I really feel like it's going to help me improve much more than just telling myself to draw more, even though obviously, yes, that is something that you should do, is draw more if you want to improve. But I feel like having something to hold myself accountable for will really give me that extra push. So hopefully you like this kind of content. There's plenty of other art YouTubers out there that you can go watch if you want to see someone who is already very amazing at drawing and can give super good tips, like, you know, drawing with waffles, obviously Super Ray Dizzle, Bailey J. They are all very well established artists, have a very specific style, and are amazing. But if you're also maybe interested in seeing someone who's on the other side of the curb, who's still learning and is going to have a lot of mistakes, but hopefully a lot of fun along the way, please consider subscribing to my channel, The Artsy Pineapple, for more videos. I plan on doing a few different types of things, and I really hope you enjoy it. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, share this video, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye!